Hey guys, Eric Kyle here, publisher of Great Lakes Scuttlebutt magazine, and I'm excited to be on Lake Havasu, down here with the Godfrey Marine family group of products, and I am having an absolute blast. I'm here with Wally Ross. Wally, how are you, buddy?
Pretty good, Eric. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm so glad that you guys invited us out here to see what's going on with Godfrey Marine. It is quite incredible. Talk to us a little bit about what some of the products are that we're going to be boat testing today.
So today, Eric, out on the water, we have our 2700 Sanpan ULW with twin 400s.
Yeah.
On the Aqua Patio side, our 256 with twin 300s, and then a sneak peek at something that's brand new, launching just this year with twin 400s and a sound system that will just blow your socks off. In addition to that, on the Hurricane side, we've got our Sundeck 2600, a brand new model that launched earlier this year, and that's just going to be a fantastic experience on all four of those applications.
Well, a couple of different things that Godfrey's doing nowadays that are really groundbreaking in the whole pontoon space. The innovative design, the incorporation of all these different types of technologies into these boats, it's setting the new standard for what pontoon boating is.
Well, it's definitely not your father's pontoon boat for sure.
Right.
One of the things that we're trying to do here, though, is just take the pain points out of boating, make it easy, make it where I can get on the boat and it's intuitive and I can operate the boat without having to think about it. I don't need to have a master's in electronics to be able to get my boat to function and to sound phenomenal.
Yeah. So I noticed that some of the lighting packages, some of the sound packages, and even the materials that go into actually producing the boat itself is really quite remarkable when you think about it.
Absolutely. On the electronic side, we've done a custom user interface such that it makes it very easy and intuitive for the person to operate their boat. We've taken the RGB to a new level with our digital addressable lighting, and that allows us to control each individual LED both in intensity and in color. Therefore, we can have special effects where the lights are chasing each other around the boat. I can have this moonlight on the water shimmer effect, or I can have my alma mater fight song and the two colors for that and be rocking out going down the lake. So that's a fantastic opportunity. Also, with the materials, we're specifically going after the Cool Touch vinyls, such that even with a black vinyl out in this full bake Lake Havasu City sunlight, right? It's a pleasant experience getting on the boat, and you're not sizzling when you're sitting down in your seat.
Yeah, no, if you haven't visited the Godfrey lineup of boats in a while, what are you going to be most amazed at when you take a look at the boats now compared to what they were, say, 15, 20 years ago?
I would say primarily the drivability of the boats.
Okay.
The way that they function on the water, they feel fantastic. They definitely do not feel like a pontoon boat that you're used to. I'd say the aesthetics are hugely improved to where we were 10, 15 years ago. They look modern. They're going to stay in a classic style without looking retro, and it'll be effective 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah.
And that's something that we see all the time on the water. We see Godfrey boats that have been out there for 30 years, and they still look good. They're looking a little bit retro, but we've just incorporated all the design trends and the colors, and we're taking that to the next level.
Yeah. So the dealer network nationwide is quite expansive. The warranty on the boats, everything that you guys have gone into the boats outside of after the purchase of the boats really makes the boater feel comfortable about owning the Godfrey.
Absolutely. Our dealer network is top-notch, bar none, and they're there for not just getting you in the boat and on the water, but for all your needs thereafter, right? You're basically becoming a part of our family, and that's what it's all about.
Well, real briefly, we are going to take a look at the new Hurricane down here as well. Talk to me a little bit about the Hurricane model that we're going to go check out.
Absolutely. We have a Hurricane Sun Deck 2600. So it's basically at the top end of our lineup. We've been expanding Hurricane just like we have expanded the Godfrey product family, where we have a nice new entry level with the Mighty G on the Godfrey, and this new boat you're going to see today. And the public will get to hear about what that really is here very shortly. But the same thing on Hurricane side. So we had the 185 and the 205 to cover that entry level, right? Make a fantastic product to get on the boat, out on the water. And then at the other end of the spectrum, for the people that want that larger cruising boat, I want to go spend the full day out on the water, bring all my friends and family, do all the water sports, etc. We have that 2600.
You know, deck boats have kind of gotten a bad rap over the years, you know, being small, underpowered, just throw a bunch of people on them kind of thing. But this boat is not underpowered. This boat is not small, and you can put a lot of people on this. This is a fun time out on the water. It's written all over it.
Yeah, this is definitely a rocket ship. And the great thing about deck boats is the whole reason for being, right? I got that shallow draft, so I can go places that I can't go in a normal V-hull.
Right.
I get much better performance out of the same horsepower package, so it's quicker to plane. Top speeds are higher with the same horsepower package compared to a normal V-hull type application. So those are some of the true benefits. And the boats themselves are fairly simple, so that the service and maintainability of the boat. That's why you see Hurricanes out there for decades. I mean, you go down to the Florida Intercoastal and you see Hurricanes all up and down.
Oh yeah. Well, the price point of entry getting into the boating space on a deck boat is very friendly, very user-friendly boats, really easy to operate. You can put a lot of people on them, still feel safe about them. I want to talk real briefly before we end this about the Mighty G, because you showed me a video of somebody in a 50 horsepower motor go up on plane slalom skiing behind a 15-foot pontoon boat.
That is correct.
That has not ever been done before. It's like Guinness Book of World Record stuff there. How does that work?
Well, first and foremost, we didn't know if we could do it. It was a great target, and just to convince ourselves, we had another person do it right after that person did it. So we had two people go back to back who are not professional skiers, not even remotely, basically a college intern and one of our engineers. Both of them got up on their first attempt at slalom skiing behind a Mighty G with a 50 horsepower application. So, how we got there. We designed this boat to be a real boat from the get-go. It's not just a toy, right? So it's designed with full-size 23-inch pontoons, but on the C channels that connect the deck to the pontoons, we've taken that structure and shrunken it down significantly. With our finite element analysis, we've figured out where we can stiffen up the boat so that we extract the maximum efficiency out of the propulsion system. That was important because this was also designed from the ground up as an electric or gas application. So you maximize that efficiency, you get the most out of the system. And because of that, now we're able to actually pull up a single slalom skier, not kicking a ski off, but truly doing it the right way.
That's amazing. While a lot of that was way over my head, what I did catch you say there is that you could also power this boat with an electric engine.
Yes, sir.
So all those people that are out there on bodies of water that don't allow combustion engines, you've got a real solution in this.
Yes, and that was one of the things from the get-go. There are starting to be more and more bodies of water that don't allow internal combustion engines. So the only alternative really is sail or electric or paddleboard. And for those folks that want a solution on those smaller bodies of water, having an electric application is a perfect solution. Now here, we're trying to make it where it's somewhat affordable. Electric applications are much more expensive than gas these days. That's just the nature of the beast. But I do have a solution that can get you out on the water without, you know, having another mortgage for the home. So,
well, I mean, you got a 50 horsepower combustible gas engine behind this boat, and you can pull up a slalom skier. Let's say you've got what, 6, 8, or a 12-volt battery system.
No.
Is that what they're called in the electric?
Well, we go with the number of kilowatts typically.
Kilowatts, okay.
So we partner with Torqeedo in that regard, and we offer their 3 kilowatt, 6 kilowatt, and 12 kilowatt applications. And then based on the motor, we size the battery and charging system accordingly.
So let's say we go with the biggest one. What kind of speed am I going to be able to get out of the Mighty G with a Torqeedo 12 kilowatt?
Yep.
operating system?
I'm not going to remember the numbers exactly off the top of my head, but I would say right around that 10 mile per hour at the top end.
Okay.
So it's not, I'm zipping along, but you're not putzing either.
Right. I like that. I like that.
And the great thing is with the instrumentation that we have, it gives you a clear picture of what you've got left in the tank, per se. And so when you need to start heading back to charge.
So in pontoon boat, it's not really a matter of getting up on plane, it's a matter of just simply engaging the vessel.
Correct. Yeah, It's
Okay.
just basically something to get you from point A to point B.
Right.
Get to that favorite fishing spot or wherever we're going to raft up, crank
Love
the
it.
tunes.
Love it.
So it does have a nice sound system on it as well.
So much going on at Godfrey and Hurricane. It's really, again, my hat's off because it's groundbreaking. Well, I love it. So if I can't make it to a local boat show in the near future, where am I going to go online? Because you showed me a 3D thing on your website that was really pretty cool, kind of make your own boat. Where can I go online to find out more information about the new models that are coming out from Godfrey and Hurricane? Also to be able to connect with a dealer so I can test drive a boat and go out and buy one.
Definitely. So we have our just normal consumer website, godfreypontoonboats.com or hurricaneboats.com. Either one of those, you can go in, you can find where the dealers are in your area or near your favorite boating location. But more specifically, I can go into our 3D boat designer and design the actual application, pick the options, the colors that I want to see for that boat, and then send that off to the dealer, and they can help you get built out and ordered and out on the water.
And in today's day and age, after we're coming off of COVID, the supply chains are starting to catch up, so you can feel confident in ordering a boat now and getting it not too terribly long down the road.
Definitely. And as with anything, coordinate with the dealer to figure out when that availability would be, because we still see a tremendous demand at the mid-level and high-end level. So we're still filling orders that have been in there for a bit, but we're making great progress on that. And as you get out on the water today and try out some of these high-end boats, you'll see why there's such demand for them.
I'm excited. Thank you so much, Wally. I really appreciate your time today.
Thanks, Eric.
Okay,
Good to have you.
So we're going to go to godfreypontoon.com.
godfreypontoonboats.com.
godfreypontoonboats.com, guys. Check them out. You're going to absolutely love it. Or
hurricaneboats.com.
Boats.com. Thanks so much for joining us, and we're going to come out with some great video from our adventures today. We'll see you out on the water.